I want to talk about a game called Dead Rails. What the fuck is y'all on? 241k active? And by the way, I've played this game like a few times to know. What the fuck? What is this? This shit gotta be botted. I mean, that's kind of a joke, but like, still, how the fuck do they have 241k when it's just like a tad bit different version of fucking a Dusty Trip? Like, that's literally all it is, except funny fucking Western. I don't know what's so fucking special about it to the point where people gotta be jumping on that shit and riding its meat into the sunset. I mean, like, let's be real here, y'all. The game is not that good. The game was kind of fun when I played it, but like, kinda. You hear that? Kinda. Not very fun. Like, not something I would sit there and play for hours or multiple times, but, you know, it's playable for like the first couple of times. Would I sit there and continuously keep playing it though? Hell nah! The game is not that good. Why the fuck does it have 241k active, bro? That shit make no sense. That shit make no sense whatsoever. You finna sit there and tell me that a game that is still an alpha, by the way, and is not even that much different from fucking a Dusty Trip, has more concurrent players than like games that are a lot better than it. Now, let me go over the reasons why I don't think the game's very good. Number one, the progression. I mean, okay, listen, Steam rails go pretty fast, let's be real. But like, really? I mean, the scaling is kind of important in some cases, but the thing is that you're gonna get there one way or another, and it's gonna be like, really, honestly, you don't even need to go like, oh, 10,000 meters per second, unless you really want to put the emphasis on the speed of the fucking vehicle you're in. Like, I really don't think it matters other than that. But another thing is, dude, the game is not very, like, it's well scripted, I'll give them that. I like, you know, it's pretty nicely done. I will hand that to them. But the thing is that, other than that, the visuals aren't great, which I guess that really does, I guess people don't really give a shit about visuals anymore. I mean, look at Jujutsu Shenanigans. Okay, well, that was unnecessary, but you get what I mean. The game doesn't look that great. The graphics are kind of you know, the builds are decent at best. The guns look okay. The effects on it aren't that cool. You know, it could be better. It could be better. Like, it could be much better than it currently is, and I don't understand, because when I first played it, it had 54,000 players. Now, it has 241k, and it has, like, apparently, I don't know, I heard it has quite consistent updates, but that has really hardly anything to do with it, considering Blox Fruits has some of the most inconsistent updates on the fucking platform, and it still manages to get, like, fucking 500k. Now, yeah, there is a lot of people playing it throughout the entire planet, which is, you know, because a lot of people play Roblox, but the thing is that there's genuine proof. Blox Fruits bots are game, but I'm talking about Dead Rails here, not Blox Fruits, okay? I ain't got nothing to say about Blox Fruits right now. But the thing is, why the fuck do people why do people go fucking goon their pants over some of the most basic and shitty games on the planet? I mean, the game isn't that great. It's not very good. Maybe a strong fan base of like, I don't know, like 6k at the very most, because the game's not unbearable to play, but it's not that fun, and it's also not that cool. I genuinely, like, I get people who want to fuck around with the ragdoll physics, and those are kind of funny sometimes, but I don't know, I see the game dying pretty fast, just like how Dusty Trip died out and shit, because like, dude, this is just not even that good, and it's like, kind of, I guess, repetitive. I mean, that's not really a reason to call it bad anymore, though, because you could say so many games are repetitive, like Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, The Strongest Battlegrounds. Like, there's so many games that you could shit on for being quote-unquote repetitive, which, you know, in hindsight, yes, those are repetitive games. I'm gonna say anything about games being repetitive, because, you know, it doesn't fucking matter if it's repetitive. The problem I have with it, though, is that, like, dude, why do people go for all the weirdest fucking games? Like, for example, Blue Lock Rivals. The anime, I haven't seen it. I heard the second season's terrible. Like, I heard it's not good at all. Like fucking, Microsoft PowerPoint-ass animation, which, you know, but people still play that a whole shit ton, even though the hitboxes are fucking terrible, and the game is quite poorly balanced, and everything about it is just not so great. I mean, the visuals and animations are okay at best, but, like, I don't really like them, because you know, I mean, I can't say that I haven't played Blue Lock Rivals, but the thing is that I only played it one time, and I didn't like it, okay? I got one little taste of that, shit stew, and I was like, oh, that's not for me, no thank you. You know, put that spoon away. But, you know, I quite honestly feel like it doesn't really take a whole bunch of effort to make it, like, a popular game anymore. Like, it feels like people can just throw together some random bullshit, and ultimately, if they have, like, decent advertising or slightly funny gameplay, people will just literally put their mouths up to the teats of the game and just suckle on them until the game's dry of anything that makes it fun. So, you know. Now, am I gonna shit on people for playing fucking Dead Rails? No, it's just a game. It's whatever. I mean, like, I'm not gonna at the end of the day, I'm not gonna shit on anybody for playing anything, okay? I don't like Valorant. I don't shit on Valorant players, though, because, you know, they're not all bad. A lot of them are. I feel like that's a bad thing to say, though. A bad message to set, you know. Listen, okay, I don't have the greatest opinions a lot of times, but, You know, I'm just saying I don't really like Valorant players that much. They're kind of weird. Most of them are pretty weird, to be honest with you. And I've never really liked Valorant that much. But I guess most people could just categorize. Oh my god. But yeah. Anyways, this video is not about anything besides Dead Rails. Okay, so you know, if I trail off momentarily about fucking Blue Lock Rivals or some stupid shit like that, my apologies for not sticking to the thing. But I still genuinely don't like Dead Rails that much. It's not really fun. It's kind of silly, which, you know, I guess that's what people go for nowadays. They're like, oh, this game's kind of silly. You know, it's fucking like, it's so much fun because of the funny little silly things you can do. You know, but that's not gonna hold up for a whole long time. Like, I think we can we all saw how fast fucking A Dusty Trip died, which, you know, A Dusty Trip wasn't a bad game, but was it an original game? Hell nah. It was mostly just like a not so great remake of a Steam game. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called A Long Trip or some shit like that. But you know, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that fun to play over and over again. But it also wasn't the worst game on the planet. But it's just, I do not like Dead Rails. It is literally the same thing for me in Pressure. Okay, Pressure's not a bad game. But the thing is that the reason that I don't really like it is because it's literally just doors. Like, its mechanics are pretty much one-to-one, to be honest with you. I mean, like, Pressure's definitely harder, I will say. Like, that game's pretty fucking difficult compared to Doors. Like, Doors is quite easy, unless you're playing on floor 2. But I don't really like Pressure. Again, this video is not about Pressure or fucking anything, alright? It's about Dead Rails being not a very good game and me not seeing why, people play it. You know, I'm not shitting on people. I've already said this, but I'm not shitting on people who play it. I just don't understand why y'all play that. Or why y'all can sit there and, you know, there can be 18,000 or fucking 100,000 people active. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, there's a lot of bigger, better games that have more, like, playtime and are more interesting and have more like, there's just so many cooler games that you could just sit there and play for hours rather than sitting there playing a game about zombies and trains and werewolves and vampires. Like, the game's not great, honestly. I don't like it. But, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna quit sipping the angry juice and take a chill pill. I'm probably not gonna post for a while again, so don't expect anything from me. Okay, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing this when I honestly feel like it. But that's pretty much it.